Hello, ladies, gentlemen, others. Welcome back to another amazing stream. My name is Nell. Joining me once again for another episode of Lancer are...
Hello, I'm Professor Wisteria. You may also know me as Wisty. Good to see you all.
Hey gamers, I'm Violet Greshai. Great to be here again. We're gonna make a lot of good decisions, I promise.
You're filled with
Very
good
good
ideas.
Absolutely filled.
RB Man is not quite here yet. He had to run off for a second. But, yeah, welcome. I know that it's been a little bit since we've had a chance to do Lancer, and we apologize. A lot of real-life stuff has cropped up. But,
Real life stuff, the worst stuff.
But not for lack of trying. To the point where I think, Violet, you're playing this in a hot tub or something?
Not quite. It could happen though.
Hot tub stream.
It could happen.
Now the question is it also a time machine? Will it take you back to the goat era?
Oh my god. It could. I don't have my goat deck though, I'm not ready.
Well, just take your super meta deck back there.
Oh my god, yeah, I'll show them Master Duel.
Show up with I don't know, show up with a Code Talker deck and be like, I see you're playing Blue Eyes White Dragon. Just pop out with by the way, I'll special summon this, then this, then that, then this, then this, and the other player will just be like, you can special summon more than once in a turn?
Yeah, it's not so special. Hello.
Hey,
Welcome
there we
back,
go.
RB. We're
Welcome,
live.
RB.
Okay.
It's just called the commodified summon now.
Yeah.
Your summon?
Alright.
More like our summon.
Alright, so do you guys want to do a previously on before we get started?
Probably for the best. It's been a couple weeks for everyone, so.
Yeah. Well, I meant did someone else want to do it because I didn't want to do it.
Oh my god.
Oh, jeez.
Violet made smart decisions.
Wow,
We went to a new
responsible
space
game
station.
Uh-huh. This is great. I feel like the teacher in class calling on someone saying you have to answer now, just no one wants to.
What happened?
Okay. You guys have made some deals with the Resistance on the Bitchin'.
Mm-hmm.
And they have sent you here to work out a deal on one of the other ships, the Elysium, which is very different, a stark contrast compared to the last ship you were on. It's basically
really...
perfect. What? No, go ahead.
I said it's really shiny.
Yeah, it's basically perfectly white and shiny. Like, if you imagine that super white curved look, it is almost so white that if there was more light in the hallways, you think you'd go blind. And everyone walks around with a full body covering privacy hood. And there is a lot of automation, as well as a lot of, especially automation for cleaning. There's a lot of little robots that come around and clean stuff. And you went there to make a deal with some organization unknown to you on this station, which you did. Oh, and Violet went on a little adventure of her own as she went full gremlin mode, as she proceeded to adopt a battery. Well, I think technically Wisty adopted the battery.
Wisty bought the battery. And
yeah, Wisty adopted the battery.
battery.
Nell plugged the battery into a computer and into herself, and then the battery was leaking mystery metal goop, and Violet's like, I'm gonna drink it.
She is full of good ideas.
Violet has literally negative sense of self-preservation. At this point, I'm kind of afraid that she's trying to get herself killed.
Please don't. Those are some fantastic booba.
I'm here to use the plot.
Okay. Okay, so, if my memory serves, the last thing we were doing is you guys were still fucking around with the battery after Violet drank all of the liquid metal that spilled out of it, which you guys had conveniently stored in a pumpkin, because it disintegrates inorganic matter basically on contact.
Mm-hmm. We had Niall punch Nova to make her throw it up back into the pumpkin.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we were able to get rid of most of it, but...
I mean, this sounds like a goddamn plot to a fucking,
A
bad
terrible
high school
Halloween
party
movie?
I wish it was a Halloween movie. But usually people in horror movies are a little bit smarter than I'm gonna drink the alien goop. Well, I guess maybe
No,
not.
they're not.
No, they're not.
No, they're not.
No.
I mean, I guess that's fair. Alien started because that guy put his head next to what was obviously a egg.
Yeah, I saw Prometheus. People want to die.
Okay, so all right. So Violet has now finished wrenching out what you guys believe to be all of the liquid metal back into the storage pumpkin, as we're going to call it. And you guys are still trying to figure out what to do. Actually, wait, Nell, did you get to the point where you figured out how to No, that's right.
No,
You didn't know how to
I did
contain it
not.
successfully. Yeah.
I did
Okay.
not.
Okay, then.
Yeah, that's going to be a long-term project.
Yeah, long term. Yeah, totally.
No.
So what would you guys like to do now that Violet is laying on the floor after throwing up?
I don't feel so good.
I don't feel so good, Mr. Krabs.
No wonder, that was one of the silliest things I've ever seen you do.
It was a good idea at the time. That's what she told herself.
Yeah.
I'm going
Alright,
to go to
so-
the machine and I'm going to order a slice of pumpkin pie for her.
Okay, you get pumpkin pie. You get a
Here.
whole pumpkin pie.
Here, this should assist with the recovering of your nourishments.
I'm almost surprised you didn't just order her like a pineapple smoothie or something.
No, because I wanted to basically be an asshole.
Well, you're doing it. Man,
Yeah.
you know what? Can we all give a round of applause to Athena's growth? She's grown from being a heartless AI to now being a sarcastic asshole. That's an amazing character improvement. I'm very proud of you. Okay, so what do you want to do, Violet? I'm assuming you're on the ground eating pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
Okay. Wisty and Nell, what are you guys doing? You now have a pumpkin full of liquid metal and a battery that you don't think is leaking anymore, but has a lot more of those packets in it. At least 35 more packets.
What was we were just supposed to sit tight for a while, right?
Yeah, you're
Yes.
supposed to wait for 3 days, and that's when they
Yeah.
would come to get you for the thing that you guys agreed to do.
It's one of those don't call us, we'll call you.
Yeah.
We're stuck in the hotel.
Yeah. Don't call us because we won't answer, and we're not going to call you, so good luck, bye.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
So-
do we have like our mechs story in like some kind of hangar or something?
Yes, you left them in a hangar. You basically parked them in what was extensively like a storage area that had a bunch of robots. When you guys left it, started automatically cleaning all of the trash off them.
Okay.
And billing us for it.
Yes.
To be fair, I think that's a fair trade right now.
There was a lot of trash on them.
I mean, you did kind of get shot out of a garbage railgun, so yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
So you guys
The
are
battery was
currently
fully
hanging out.
charged at this point.
I'm gonna say that you guys, let's see here. I'm gonna say that you guys got here sometime in the morning, and now it is, or like probably in like the late morning, like early afternoon, and you guys are. It's now night, and you guys have not slept since I think 2 days ago, because you went from your whirlwind bar adventure of exploding shards into meeting these guys, into then coming over here basically immediately.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so time to get night drunk in the hotel room and fall asleep.
That's fine.
Alright, I guess
That
I'll use this time to research electromagnetic fields, see what I can do to find out a way to make this liquid able to be contained.
Yeah, go for it.
Basically just be checking medical signs on Nova.
Weird
and Mr. Locke.
alien metal liquid. What do if ingested?
Oh god.
Yeah.
Do you wanna call space poison control?
No, I'll try to sleep it off.
Yeah. Occasionally I'm checking in. I do remember that you told me at the end of the last session that I did feel a bit of a presence or something like that. And I
Yeah.
kind of just keep that in the back of my head.
Sure. Do you want to look for it at all, or do you because you're just generically feeling it, like kind of either in your hotel room or in a room right next to it?
Okay. Sure.
All right. Go ahead
we
and
look around there.
what do you have?
Arby was like, y'all should sleep, and I'm the only one who was like, yeah, I'll sleep.
Yeah. No, it's fine. Like you think these people. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm looking at your stats, Niall.
I don't really have anything that'll help. The closest thing I have is
Yeah.
my bond power,
Which I now have also.
which is heart sight. Concentrating, you can sense the ambient emotional state of those close to you. Gets muddled. There's more than few people close by. Gain +1 accuracy and increased effect on your next check, acting on any insight you gain from this twice per session.
Yeah, you could do this, but I was also gonna say you can also just invoke your background in this situation, get an accuracy. So.
Oh
if you
yeah,
want,
new type, yes.
yeah. If you want to do this though, then I have to figure out how many people are close by you. Which if you're interested in that information, use this. But if you just wanna find the thing of the presence you're feeling.
Just the presence. However
then.
many people are nearby is fine. I don't need to know how many people are in causing ruckus next door to us.
You don't really like. You can't put your finger on it. Like, it's a presence that's almost disappearing then reappearing. Like it's not really there, and like every time it comes back a little bit different. Like it's rebuilding itself.
Okay.
And it comes back on about every 2 to 4 hours, and every time it comes back, it feels like it's almost an entirely new presence, but the core of it is still the same. But it doesn't feel like it's anything sentient. Yeah.
Alright.
You can't outsmart this bat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think then, due to the fact that we would all be, at least Nova and myself would be dead on our feet, I think it would be time to crash and wait for the next day.
Yeah, sure. By the way, what do you guys do with the battery? Do you just leave it on the counter, or what?
It's been fully charged, if I recall, yes?
Oh, it's beyond charge. It's at 300%.
It's
Okay,
Mega
then-
G.
Then I will disconnect it and we'll just leave it, I guess, on
Well,
the
you
counter
already
with the
disconnected
cracks
it. You had it.
down.
You had it connected to like an analyzing screen. And then you guys took it out and you put it on the counter when you were trying to figure out where the liquid come from. And then Violet drank the liquid, and we got derailed for a little bit. So it is currently just sitting on a counter. Where would you like to put it?
I guess I'll just leave it where it is.
Sure.
Crack side up.
Okay, sure. And then what do you want to do? Because is there anything else you want to do? Wisty or Violet?
Hide Nova's sword right now.
Oh no.
This is going underneath the bed for right now.
Where is the
Sure. Sure. Do you want to hide it well, or just like enough that she can't find it immediately?
I would keep it so that, like, keep it on my side of the bed kind of thing, so that it's like, if you walk by to go grab your sword, it's, I'll probably wake up or whatever. Just, we're being cautious, Nova.
I like how you said your side of the bed, like you're already sharing one. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, like I just wanted to know if you wanted to like try to do something fancy to hide it, or if you're just like basically shoving it in between the mattress, because then that doesn't take anything.
Yeah, just shoving it in between the mattress kind of thing. Just okay,
Alright.
Nova. We're I'm confiscating this for
That's fine.
until we figure out what's going on with you completely.
Nova,
Please
do you want to do anything, or you just have you just eaten the entire pie by now?
No, this is fine.
Sadness pie.
This is fine.
Okay, are you just going to fall asleep on the floor in the living room, or?
No, I'll go to bed.
Okay. And then Nell, so it's currently you because you are a robot. What would you like to do?
Like I said, I want to continue to investigate and find ways to see if I can learn about methods that is kept contained.
Sure.
I don't need to sleep, so
Yeah, let's say. Tell you what. Why don't you go to? All right. So you know that there's like a direct interface into basically the station's like direct Wi-Fi, like it's an actual Ethernet connection in your bedroom.
Okay.
So do you want to just go use that?
Sure.
All right. All right, then there'll just be an investigate. Well, what do you want to? What you want to research the project, right? So this would be an investigate.
Okay.
Just a raw investigate. Okay, you find some information, but not really enough. Like the science for making these little packets full of liquid is like just something that seems like it shouldn't work, and seems like it shouldn't be doing what it's doing, based on what you think the metal is.
Okay, but how are they doing it?
How or what doing it?
Like you said it seems like it wouldn't work, but what's the methods it's mentioning? Because then she'll try to see what she can do to replicate that.
Basically what I'm saying is you don't understand how this is working because, at least based on most science, this should not work.
Okay.
And so you'll keep thinking about it, and it's definitely some sort of electromagnetic field. You can tell that just by being near the battery and sensing the little packets.
Okay. So this is probably going to take a couple more nights of investigation, I assume.
Yeah, probably, unless you find out something else.
Okay.
Alright, is there anything else you want to do, or are you just basically going to spend as much time as possible on that?
Well, I've got nothing else to do, so might as well.
Alright, then. Then, I'm just going to give you, like, basically, roll a d6. I'm just going to add a d6 to your total, and we'll go from there. Okay, you're exactly where you were. After about 4 hours of surfing and searching the web and consulting theoretical physics books, you hear a crash come from the main room.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Oh, I disconnect and I open the door.
Yeah, it looks like the canister is rolled off the counter.
I pick the canister back up.
Okay.
Any additional cracks? Anything else leaking?
Nope, it just looks like it rolled off the table, because the crack side is on like the rounded side towards the bottom. Because the packets, they're basically like little square packets that are six tall, and then 6 in a circle around the center core. And then there's an outer casing. It's basically shaped like a big battery, like a big D battery.
Okay. Alright. Nothing's leaking out?
Nothing is leaking out of the canister.
Alright, I pick it back up and I put it in the sink.
Sure.
I go back to my research.
Okay, no problem. If you want to do another 4 hours, go for that, and then we'll see who's awake.
So another d20 or another d6?
Yeah. Another d20. Yeah, basically, you don't... This liquid has to basically be not a metal for the field that you think it's putting off to work.
Could it be organic?
Maybe.
Well, if
But
it's not a metal, then
we're
then
playing metal, vegetable, or plant right now.
If it's not a metal for this in order for it to work, therefore, by process of elimination, it must be organic in some way, shape, or form.
Definitely a real theoretical possibility.
Oh my.
So it's either carbon or it's silicon-based.
Yeah.
Most likely, given the nature of carbon-based life forms, I would have to say that it's most likely silicon-based.
Okay. Alright, so this has now been 8 hours. Are you guys starting to wake up?
We're
I would
probably
imagine
taking an extra
so.
4.
Yeah.
If we haven't slept in 2 days, it's probably an extra 4.
Well, that's up to you guys. You can wake up whenever you want. So if you want to, it's been 8 right now, so if you guys want to wake up, go for it.
They're gonna wake up in each other's arms.
I think we have separate beds, so...
I'm
I mean,
pretty
you have
sure
separate-
Nova's probably got up out of bed and walked over.
Yeah.
Sleepwalked
yeah,
right
no,
into Niall's bed.
No, she walked over, she sleepwalked over, got the pumpkin, ate the metal again, and went back to bed.
No!
That would explain the crash sound.
Yeah. Okay, so it's been 8 hours. Does anyone want to be awake who's currently asleep? Yes or no?
Sure, we'll wake up.
Alright.
We're military trained, so we're used to running on group like that. I'm gonna take a look and see after a entire night of attempted cleanups and things like that, how our financial situation is looking. Because I remember that number was going down rather fast.
Yeah.
Basically, you guys are at 73% of your starting amount.
Okay,
How do
so
I
we're
feel?
not worried.
I'm sorry. Violet, we had a downtime, so you can just heal up to 5 stress.
See. I don't have my notes with me on the computer, so I don't remember how much stress I had, but I doubt it was more than that.
Yeah, we'll just say that you're basically fine.
How do I feel upon waking up?
Full of pumpkin.
Groggy, like you feel drained. You feel like your stomach disagrees with pumpkin pretty heavily.
Got it.
Also,
you
you
notice
have
that,
morning sickness.
I was about to
No.
say you actually realize you threw up on your bed a little bit.
Great.
Yeah.
What does it look like? I threw up the juice.
It looks like you threw up like fucking Garfield orange pumpkin. What do you mean?
All right, got it.
You do notice though that there is like a weird like sort of like brown line in particular.
Oh,
Ooh.
I'll investigate it, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
Let's get in there.
What sort? Do you have any investigation?
No.
Okay. Then just go ahead and roll me just a d20 plus your grit, which would be 2. No, your grit should be 1. Yeah. Actually, no. Just roll me a blank d20. I'm getting stuff mixed up because I haven't played in a while. Okay. You follow the line very clearly. It looks like it fell onto the floor, and then it looks like there's this part of the floor that's just slightly newer than the rest, and like a little line going out to the main room.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Oh god. We have a new friend.
What is the presence doing, if I can feel it? Or I'll wait and kind of be in the chill wake up state, drinking coffee until I feel that presence again.
You don't feel it anymore.
Uh-oh.
Violet, if you continue to follow the little trail, you notice it goes all the way to the pumpkin.
Yeah, we're gonna Scooby-Doo after that trail.
Okay, you go ruh-roh Shaggy and look directly at the trail with your nose and walk all the way to it. And you are now at the pumpkin.
Oh god. What's in the pumpkin?
Do you wish to open the pumpkin?
I'm getting my sword first.
I surrender the sword.
Oh my. I was imagining getting your sword first just meant that you were gonna immediately cut the pumpkin in half.
I don't think that's not what my gut's telling me to do right.
Well, I mean, you should listen to your gut. You threw a fucking pumpkin pie all last night.
Alright, I make an attack.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Let me see.
You know, you're hitting it was literally a stationary target. You don't have to roll to attack. You hit the pumpkin exactly.
Sweet.
Yeah, you cut it directly in half.
Alright.
Damn it.
And like in a samurai movie, the pumpkin basically falls open and like rocks on two sides, and you notice it's completely empty on the inside.
What?
Better say sorry.
Well, it's empty. So where did the liquid go?
Oh, that's strange.
Athena, did you move the mystery liquid while we were sleeping?
Negative. The only thing that I moved was the battery, but apparently the battery fell off the counter last night.
Uh-oh. Did you notice anything else strange at all?
Negative.
Oh my. I'm assuming the bit of liquid that was still inside me wanted to meet up with the rest of it.
So,
That's
did it
strange,
return inside of you? Do we need to fetch another pumpkin?
It wanted to be... Oh god.
I mean, I don't know. You know, for all you know, the line could have been going the other way, and the metal could have went back into you. Came
I
out
don't
of
like
the
that.
pumpkin to you.
But it originated from the pile of vomit, so that's unlikely.
No, it was just next to the pilot of vomit in your mouth.
Oh god.
Would you prefer cantaloupe?
I want to go to the doctor.
Okay. Well, I mean, what do you call it? You can get a full bioscan in your room.
Oh yeah,
I
let's
think we've
do it.
had one, honestly.
Yeah. Violet gets scanned. There is literally nothing out of place. Everything should be where it is. The only thing is some mild throat irritation from what appears to be vomiting. So,
Alright.
that's about it.
Check Nile.
Yes.
Okay, we're doing the thing right now. Got it.
Yeah, we're doing the thing.
Okay, yeah, all you guys, everything comes out exactly how it is. Yeah, even you, Athena, realize that there's no more, like, little goo coming out of your arm port.
So it all collected itself and took off.
Theoretically.
Seems possible.
Wait, if it became alive and it was connected to me and connected to Nova, does that mean it's our baby?
I mean, someone's the dad, definitely. Because someone plugged into it. You know, you gotta make sure to always properly firewall your serial ports.
I did firewall!
Yeah, but you firewalled something getting into you, not anything of you getting out.
Oof. Well,
What do you call it?
the results of the bioscan are enough to sort of put me at ease, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna
You
try
hear,
and forget all about this.
yeah, you guys hear like a little bang from this thing. And Wisty, you notice a presence again as soon as the bang happens.
Oh
The
god.
similar one as before.
It has like a tiny core of the similar, but now it is much bigger, much stronger. It feels like it's almost a person.
Yikes, something.
It was a man. It was a dragon. It was a dragon man.
Something space phasmophobia. Trying to identify the ghost type in your space hotel room.
Well, I mean, that's why you have to taste the metal, right? It helps you figure out which one it is.
Yeah, except it didn't.
Okay, so the battery banged in the sink. What would you guys like to do?
So, whereabouts is the present? I can't tell where it is, probably. So,
Oh, it's definitely coming from the sink area. Like now
Okay.
that it's stronger, you can get a more definite read on it because you can block out other signals.
Okay, I'm gonna investigate the sink and I guess underneath the sink.
Yeah, it's just there in the sink. The battery's just there.
This didn't get moved here by any of you, right?
I moved it there after it fell on the floor, so that way it wouldn't fall again.
Okay. Something's changed. I can feel it. It's whatever.
Define feel. The battery is not changed its shape in any shape. The battery is...
It's not
Um,
changed its shape in any shape. Thank you.
The battery appears to be in the exact same function and appearance as before. I do not comprehend your statement.
Athena, did you do a weight? Check the weight of the battery at some point?
Negative.
Negative. Okay. Curious if its weight has changed. There.
Are you saying the battery got fat?
Yes. The battery gained a couple pounds.
Okay, yeah, so are you guys examining the battery, or are you just kind of looking at it in the sink like it's about to explode like a grenade?
I'm looking at it. I'm not examining it, so.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so now who comes in here with a stick and starts poking it?
I think we know who.
It could be anyone. Anyone could come in here and start poking this battery with a stick and it will be fine.
So.
It's like, we need to determine who's going to poke it with a stick. Niall and Athena both look at Nova.
That was what I was suggesting.
Hey, yo.
Here, Niall. Have a stick. You are full of good ideas.
Yes.
I'm gonna threaten the battery.
Intimidation check!
Yeah.
I mean, fucking, yeah, go for it. Threaten the fucking battery. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I pull out my sword and I press the tip of it lightly against the battery and I yell, I know you're in there, show yourself.
Okay, fucking roll.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Okay, the battery rolls over, and the new screen you guys put on it to see the power gauge now says 500%.
That was 300% last night.
Does
It
that
has
count
not
as
been
a
plugged into
ghost
charge.
event?
I'm sorry? I need to turn you up a little bit, Violet.
Oh, sorry.
You're good. Yeah, so what now?
Dear God.
The power has increased by 200% without being plugged in.
That's
And it
bad.
has.
Scared.
It's been changing too. It feels like something else.
Define something else. Item is still a battery.
Would you guys like would you like a little piece of forbidden knowledge, or you want me to just keep letting you guys explore until something happens?
Forbidden knowledge.
Okay.
That if you guys agree that you all want forbidden knowledge, I'll give you something.
No, what's your take?
I always enjoy forbidden knowledge. It is the most
Alright.
fun of knowledge.
Let's do it.
Okay, so this is a battery, right?
Sure.
So it has a charge indicator, right?
Mhm.
Uh-huh. But you know what isn't on a battery? A progress
Hand.
bar.
I'm scared.
So, you know, maybe you could find some other sort of output to be your progress bar. I wonder what that could be.
Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking. Like, since Niall's detecting some kind of presence from this thing, maybe we need to give it a better interface to communicate with us through.
Alright. I'll take it over and I'll connect it to a touchscreen monitor.
Oh yeah, sure. You connect it up, and it used to have like a bunch of big warnings and flashing and all that. Yeah, now it literally looks like what do you call it? It looks like how it looks like how dubstep sounds. It is a jumbled mess. It looks like somebody vomited TV static onto the screen from The Matrix, and there's just
Oh.
like weird like warnings and like ads and stuff popping up all over the place.
So it's the sci-fi equivalent of the cursed video from The Ring.
Theoretically, no. It's more
No,
random.
they said there's ads on there, so it's probably stuff like Uber Eats, don't eat the things you order.
No, it's a lot more chaotic than like the Ring video. It just feels like a random like scroll of information.
Being that I am comfortable with piloting Horus mechs, does it feel like it might be a Horus output or device?
I mean, maybe.
Okay.
Like it, like you know that sort of stuff. The sort of stuff this is doing will probably it's not. You don't think it's exactly a Horus thing, but you think that it is some equivalent. So. By the way, did you guys ever weigh it again or no?
No, I asked Athena if she weighed it, and she said she didn't, so...
Would I be able to determine if the weight had changed when I picked it up, though?
Yeah.
You're a robot, you definitely could.
Yeah, you would.
It weighs approximately how much you think one of those little packets of liquid metal would weigh extra.
Oh.
It is currently weighing more than it was before. Approximately the weight of that original packet of metal.
My child went home.
Yes, your child returned.
Niall looks over at Athena with a confused look. Child, this is a battery power core that we bought I bought at a sketchy
Nova referred
secondhand
to the
computer
liquid
store.
metal inside of her as a child.
I mean, you guys think it's a battery. It's in a battery container. But you guys tested it. It put out power, and it what do you call it? And it's in a battery case. And Athena checked it a little bit and fixed some circuitry, but that was about it.
She
Okay.
attempted to fix some of the coding.
I'm gonna plug my.
Oh, go for it.
I want to hook it up to my Bluetooth speaker.
That's what I was just gonna do, actually. Yeah, good work.
Unst,
Okay.
unst.
When you
better
hook it up to the
not bring
Bluetooth
dubstep.
speaker, it what do you call it? It basically starts by making like a sort of dial-up sound, and then it starts playing. Like imagine if you opened 50 YouTube videos at once in Chrome. And so basically, 50 completely different sort of sound sources are all coming out at once.
Horrible noise.
Yes.
Yeah.
Occasionally it cuts out, and then it seems like it changes to like different videos. Basically, it also sounds like they're sped up.
Ah, Markiplier. Understood.
Yeah.
This battery contains the entire collection of Markiplier's 700 years of service.
Yeah, man. It's really
Oh
sad that
my
his
God.
family had him reanimated as a corpse to keep making videos.
It's one way to keep the estate going.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, it's making a bunch of stuff.
Athena, can you detect any kind of like wireless transmission going on to or from this thing? Is it sending
There
or
is a
receiving?
Bluetooth transmission.
Oh my god, girl.
Girl, please! I need to know whether or not my baby is inside this container!
I connect you to the Bluetooth speaker. Okay, is there any kind of connection running between? There is a Bluetooth connection.
Well, you plugged it back in, so no, there's currently no outgoing signal aside from the Bluetooth speaker.
The only connection that seems to be coming out is a Bluetooth signal going to your speaker.
But also, please remember that you plugged it into the station.
I plugged it into a touchscreen monitor.
Yeah. Do you know what else that touchscreen monitor is hooked up to?
Oh?
Well then, you plugged it into something. So, yeah. Every once in a while, basically, like, on the screen, it will flash up, like, a percentage that's going up.
What does it read?
Oh, the last one that came up said, 57.
All right.
And, Wisty, this entire time, you notice every time the new percentage comes up, that's when, like, its presence is strongest, and then it slowly falls and falls and falls until the new percentage comes up.
This is fine. We're just waiting for our Tamagotchi to evolve.
Yeah, well, it's
It's
not
a
a Tamagotchi.
Digimon.
It's a Digimon. Come on, aren't you ready to have Agumon use pepper breath? Come on.
It's almost like it's breathing.
It's a Kabuterimon.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta plug it into your mech. You can go Digi Armor Enter, and then after the combat's over, Jais.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could also plug it into yourself, Nell, and you could do a DNA Digivolution.
Do it.
Dude. Yeah, is this Nell's week to have good ideas?
Yeah.
Nope. Nova's like, you should plug yourself in. And then it's like, I should plug Nova in.
I mean,
I
if you
don't
want to
do
plug
that.
Nova in, you could plug Nova in.
Nova's
No.
got cybernetics.
Yeah,
I
she
mean,
does. It
true.
makes sense.
Yeah, you can connect her Bluetooth to the battery if you really wanted to.
She's got a PA system. We can hook it up directly to her.
Yeah.
Wait, I
Okay.
already tried to interface with this thing. Someone else is
Drinking it doesn't count as interfacing.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna
try to
interface
deal
with this
it?
beer right now. Give me a second. All right, so you
I don't know
have
what would happen if you soaked it.
you have battery.
Battery has presence, battery is breathing data and getting more charge apparently, the longer we leave it. It seems like it's recovered itself after getting damaged. So, suggestion to both of you. What if we space it?
You want to
Sure.
space your baby?
I'm just throwing it out as a suggestion to the others that this thing is an unknown, feels like an almost unknown life form. And I don't know how much harm it's going to do to any of us, so I am in the favor of getting rid of it before this becomes a issue.
Implying it's not currently an issue.
Well, a larger issue than what it is.
I mean, it hasn't done direct harm to anyone. It doesn't seem to be doing anything besides whatever it's trying to do for itself right now. I am too invested to let this go, and I think we need to just chill and wait for that meter to hit 100% and see what pops out.
Right, fine. We'll wait then.
Yeah. So what do you guys want to do? It's still
I'm
splashing
going
like
to
a bunch
disconnect
of...
it from everything except for the monitor and the Bluetooth speaker.
Okay.
So that way it has no other connections to any networks, no connections to anything else. It's basically on a standalone.
Okay. The touchscreen. So what? You're trying to figure out what the touchscreen is plugged into?
Yeah, I basically am disconnecting it to the touchscreen from everything but power.
Well, the touchscreen is built into the wall, so to figure out what's connected to you, you'd have to connect to it yourself.
Just DC it. We can go and we can buy a standalone interface for it if we really want it to have a screen.
Yeah,
Yeah, there was
probably
the
best
fake
bet.
Amazon.
Alright,
Go
we'll
buy a
disconnect
Bluetooth
it.
monitor.
We'll disconnect it. We'll order a a small touchscreen.
Yeah, sure.
And we'll jury rig this together.
Yeah, no problem.
So it's got a Bluetooth speaker, a jury rigged tiny monitor. And
You know you could just hook an iPad up to it, right? You could just like fucking glue an iPad to the side of it.
Do I look like I have an iPad?
I don't know. Fucking
The iPad probably costs more than our Macs.
Oh my god.
Well, fine. Get some fucking cheap like Chinese Android tablet. You're an Android. There you go.
Excuse me?
Okay, but you're like, yes, you basically just get like a thing that has speakers and like a microphone and all that built in. You hard disable any sort of like wireless connectivity it has, and then you connect it directly to the battery.
Burn the modem, man.
It appears to be the similar screen and sounds as you saw before, but they're looking a lot less jumbled now and a lot more sort of coalesced.
Are we still getting progress readout?
Yeah. It's up to 65.
Nice.
Presence is also getting larger. It's gaining more gravity as time goes on. That
Yeah,
number increases.
Negative. It cannot gain gravity. It is the same mass.
It's okay.
So, yeah, it's...
The mass of the object has not changed. Therefore, the gravitational constant has not changed.
Alright, so are any of you guys watching this screen, or did you just kind of set this up and then, like, go fuck off to have lunch?
What would
No,
just
wait.
order in?
I'm sorry?
We'd just order in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're
then.
watching.
What, you guys are just gonna all huddle around the tiny iPad screen and watch it?
We're all kind of just hanging out in the hotel room. We can order some PF Chang's and...
Yeah, sure, okay. What I want to know is, are any of you putting a lot of effort into focusing on it to, what do you call it, any energy into focusing on it to like, actually investigate what's going on the screen?
No.
Yeah, I'm not taking my eyes off.
Okay, are you watching it, or are you trying to figure out what the screen's saying?
Both.
Okay. Violet, go ahead and do me a favor. Roll me like just a D20 for search with a minus D6, please. Okay, sure.
Dang, look at those rolls.
Yeah. It's weird. It kind of reminds you a little bit of like your military training, how they like pumped information into you.
Uh-oh.
Because it looks like it's just kind of absorbing a lot of information. Does anyone else want to watch the screen and get maybe a theoretically different sort of opinion? Athena, would you like to investigate it as someone with an investigate skill, yes or no? Actually,
Sure,
you know,
why not?
Violet? Yeah, go for it. Give yourself a +6 to this.
Like a D6 or +6?
Plus D6. D6, yes. Like you have an accuracy for this. Okay, that's pretty good. Once it gets to about 79%, it completely clicks for you. And you recognize this? This seems like an NHP. But
Oh, hello.
it seems like an NHP that is cascading while it is creating itself.
Oh.
So it basically seems to appear to be like an NHP with 0 restrictions on it. It's just free.
Interesting.
Just a free little guy.
It's a little free little man. Just a funny little guy. It's just a funny little guy.
Theoretically,
Yes.
Could be. It appears to be an NHP. It appears to be not only in the process of creating itself, but cascading towards independence.
Well, does that mean then that we can use it?
Can you use a person?
No.
Yes.
Have either of you ever heard of anything like this happening before? Is there any record that you're aware of a NHP that's just been fully cascaded since its creation?
Fuck
Or
no.
if you're seeing something completely unique here?
A side-eye Athena.
Yeah, most of the time NHPs are built up slowly with like basically the best way to put it is like an onion with more layers being added, and then at some point basically it cascades when basically the seed in the center of the onion gets germinated and it pops out the top.
So
But,
we're witnessing the Outback Steakhouse bloomin' onion of NHPs right now.
Yeah,
I've
kind of.
always wanted to try one of those.
It's literally just fried onion.
So it's really good.
Yeah.
How similar are the feelings between Athena and the battery?
Well,
Or the NHP?
Athena has very muted feelings. But
This thing is rather strong.
as it's sorting, like once it gets around to like 75%, you kind of start to notice that rather than just being like a thing, it looks like it is starting to have it's starting to have more of like a personality almost. Like you can feel it, and it's kind of pushing and pulling in several different directions.
This thing is getting more unstable by the minute.
I mean, if you wanna spend like energy, you can go ahead and give me a d20 roll to figure out whether or not it is to try to get a better idea of what the personality is. But right now, it's just changing a bunch.
I know nothing.
You know that it exists.
You can't put your finger on it, but it reminds you of someone you know. But then it will flip to a new percentage. It'll remind you of someone else that you think you know. It's like, kind of just like guttural instinct feelings.
Interesting. Well, this thing is going to keep changing here, and it's going to become something bigger. Should we move it? Should we move it to a more secure location than this hotel room?
Implying your hotel room isn't secure.
Our hotel room's probably pretty secure, actually.
But it's up to you.
I think we just supervise until it flips to 100. That'll be this day, I think.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the responsible thing to do here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
think
the
we're just
responsible
cautious.
thing to do is just wait for the baby to be born naturally.
Mm-hmm.
Athena's the
And then
biggest.
attack.
No.
Yeah.
You help the little NHP give you boron.
Babu.
So it's just gonna keep going for a bit. Is there anything you guys want to do while waiting?
Basically, I
Yes.
think would be I'd be concerned about this thing now, and I'd be just keeping an eye on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll let the two of them do that, and I'm going to take the opportunity to download map of the station and try to memorize it.
Um,
You're a robot! You don't have to memorize it! What?
But you know what I mean, right?
You mean download it and put it in memory?
Yeah, like basically downloading and having access to like the full specs and layout of this entire station.
Sure. I mean,
You don't know
did
what
it.
you don't know what mission we're going to be given tomorrow.
if
So,
Athena wants to describe her actions in more human terms, that's her decision. And I
You're
don't
right.
think we
I'm
should
doing
bully
it from a
her,
player
okay?
perspective right now.
I know. It was just funny. So it was just beaming on you a little bit. Okay, yeah.
Yep. I'd say time skip ahead, so.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just finding a quick little reference. All right, after it hits 100%, the screen goes completely black, and then a little egg appears, and the egg just kind of like rolls back and forth a little bit, you know, like a weeble wobble.
Oh.
And then after a little bit, you know, the egg starts like bouncing, and then after a little bit more, the egg hatches. And this little creature appears on the screen.
Oh, hello there.
So it's just currently kind of just like crawling around the screen. So
We got a tablet hooked up, so there should be a microphone
yeah. Well, I mean,
and a camera.
what do you want to do? Like, it's just kind of wandering around the screen. It's like, it's just you know, clicking on stuff. Like basically, imagine if Clippy was an asshole and took over your computer.
You say that like Clippy's not already an asshole.
Yeah, but imagine if he just clicked on whatever he wanted to. You know, it's like a little desktop buddy. It's just, you know, just scurrying around, clicking on stuff. You know, you'll notice that it will like come up and like it'll open up like a little screen, and then like a little video will play at like supersonic speed, and then it will go and like then it will go eat a book. You know, just all sorts of stuff. Do you wish to talk to it?
Nova and Niall are the one who are watching it.
Yeah. Okay. We will attempt communication while also. I'm assuming that it needs more stimulus. Needs more like things that will. Since it's just sitting there clicking whatever it has repeatedly.
No, it's opening up new things.
Okay, it is new things.
Ow! It's not connected to the network.
Did you check to see if it was connected to the network after you unplugged it?
We unplugged and we installed the tablet and everything. We specifically said, and you agreed, that we disconnected it from all network access.
Okay. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Athena, run a port scan on that. Is it talking?
I mean, do you want to talk to it?
Yeah.
All right. What would you like to say to the little creature, the little guy?
Hey, little buddy, what's your name?
It basically just immediately turns, looks at you, and it goes, "Hello," and then goes back to scurrying around.
Oh my god, that's adorable. That's adorable.
Yes.
This is the thing going, hello.
Hello.
So, seems like it's sentient, which I guess maybe means that it needs a name.
Yeah.
Nova?
Yeah. So now that it's fully developed, Wisty, you could tell that like this thing is definitely its own creature, but you said some traits from both Athena and Nova, and even a little bit from yourself.
Oh
my.
Definitely left an impression of sorts on it.
All right.
Yeah, he's just scooting around, you know, reading books and stuff.
Well, I think we're in possession of an NHP here that is developing. I guess.
Yeah, it's a completely unshackled NHP that never had any shackles that is currently evolving.
Guess we're gonna have to raise them right.
Yeah, I mean, that's easy,
do
right?
mecha combat. No, let's feed it combat data for mechs.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. You wanna feed a baby combat data.
All we know.
That's if it's gonna be with us, then yes, we will. That's what I will do. Yes, I will upload the combat data from our last encounter.
All right.
the,
Does anyone else want to? Is anyone opposed to this, or is she just like unopposed in this?
This is fine.
Okay. You plug in the little USB drive, and like a little folder appears up, and he quickly scurries over to it and eats it.
Oh,
And then he gets like halfway through it, and then he just starts spitting out like and just like vomits it into a little pile, and then like he digs a little hole and buries it in the hole.
doesn't seem like we have a fighter here.
Bad.
Oof.
I mean, you don't know what you have here.
It appears it does not like combat data.
I mean, maybe.
I'm going to download a collection of cookbooks. And,
Sure.
We'll throw those on a USB drive. I'll toss it to Nova.
All
Sure.
right. Slap it in there.
It scoots up, it digs through the folder for some stuff, and it appears to eat some cookbooks and not others. It's starting to like kind of sniff though, and like taste stuff before it eats it now.
Ooh, exciting.
Have you decided to name it? Or asked if it would like a name?
I guess we could ask it.
Go for it.
Well, do it then.
Yeah. I asked it what its name is. It's gonna
It just looks at you. It just looks at you and like tilts about a little bit, like it doesn't kind of understand the concept of a name. And then, after a little bit of that, it goes, Mama?
No.
First.
No.
And then he just kind of goes back to scurrying around eating stuff.
Oh
So,
my goodness.
Well, it looks like it's attached itself to you, Nova.
It does.
I wonder why.
Already attached in a different way?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Congratulations, Nova. You're a mom now.
Thank you, I guess.
Shall we prepare a? What is the term?
Oh yeah,
Sam.
baby shower? Yeah, I planned a baby shower for you guys if you want it.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
We shall. Nihal and I shall prepare a baby shower for you.
Yeah, I guess we should
You know
celebrate
what?
its birth.
Yeah, I guess we should.
Maybe.
As its caretaker, you should encourage its development as well as name.
Yeah. Since it's
After-
non-malicious, I want to go ahead and connect it to my cybernetic interface.
All right. About like a little bit before you can get to that, you just hear it like banging, and when you look at the screen, it's just it like running into the side of the screen, and then eventually the canister just kind of tilts up.
Oh. It wants out.
And then it just, what do you call it? The canister just kind of spins in place while it's just looking at stuff.
Oh my.
Like, it just appears to be, like, looking very intently at stuff.
So it's becoming aware of the outside world.
Yeah, so what do you call it? It spins around, and then after a couple spins, it looks directly at Nell. Dada?
Wow.
Negative.
And then, it spins around a little bit, it looks at Wisty. And it just looks really confused. It's like, Mama? So,
I bought you, I guess, so...
Clearly it wants to be nurtured.
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah,
like the combat. It wants to be nurtured. It liked cooking a bit.
It did. It liked cooking.
I mean, to be fair, you guys have no idea what it is and isn't eating out of these things you're giving it.
It's true.
Okay, so... Nova, do you still want to plug into it?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna give it the full neural dump.
I am full of good ideas, she says.
Yeah.
Okay, you plug into it. I'm assuming that you're gonna basically try to end up in the same sort of, 3D space it's kind of exploring right now.
Well, what I want to do, I want to just give it full read access to all of the internal memory of my cybernetic systems, which are linked to my brain juice. So we're leaving all the military grade firewalls and stuff up, so it can't just overwrite my brain. But
read only.
Yeah, but I want to
so
share.
You can say you're giving it access to read only memories.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
So while you're in the process of doing that, you just note it, what do you call it? Basically, you go into what is more or less a VR room with the little creature.
Hey, little buddy.
And it just goes, Mama! And then it just, runs up to you and jumps on you and starts crawling all over you.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So it's sniffing you, it's licking you, all sorts of stuff.
Alright.
Eventually, it kind of just crawls on top of your head and sits there.
Okay.
And you guys on the tablet screen could see Violet in there with it sitting on its head.
Is there a cute chibi Violet? Nova?
No, it appears to be a full 3D render of her.
Oh. Okay. I wouldn't have plugged that thing into me myself, but
Yeah, well, that's why we have the captain of good ideas here, to make all these wonderful decisions.
Yeah.
So, what do you call it? After a while, it just kind of gets off you, and it just goes, and you see it scurry and then dig a little hole, and then it comes out of somewhere else with a ball, and it just kind of rolls it to you.
Yo, it wants to play a game. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
I'll throw the ball.
Play Pong?
Yeah. Sure. When you pick up the ball, you realize it's actually a bunch of encrypted data.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
All right.
It appears to be military-grade encrypted data from major corporations and the Second Committee.
Oh,
which is the old government.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and...
He's just running around and jumping at you.
I'm gonna go ahead and copy paste that.
You cannot. It will not copy because of its encryption.
Understood. Okay.
Ask Athena to bring an icebreaker in.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Athena, may I request your assistance in here?
Oh yeah, you want an icebreaker? Sure. So tell me about yourself.
Wrong type of icebreaker.
Oh my god.
Okay. I mean, does Athena want to plug into the battery?
Get in here, fam. It's safe. And there's military secret.
Get in here, fam. It's safe. There's military secrets.
What could possibly go wrong?
I don't know. Life will tell.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just like kind of still like hopping at you. Like you think he wants you to throw the ball.
I throw it.
Oh yeah, you throw it. He scurries after it like faster than like any creature you've ever seen. Like you know a rat when you turn on the lights, except like the speed of like a leopard.
Oh wow. Fast.
Yeah, and then he goes and grabs onto it, and then it's just big enough for him to like kind of roll on it for a little bit.
Oh.
And he just brings it back to you.
All right.
And when he brings it back to you, you notice some of the encryption is gone.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's do this again.
Yeah, you just so what? You just wanna whenever Athena, whenever you say that you want to be in, Violet's gonna keep throwing the ball to this guy.
Yeah.
So do you want to come in? Do you want to come, Athena? Do you want to get in the battery?
I am currently debating this.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you hold off for now? It seems like it's decrypting this thing itself for us. And I think this might be higher risk for you, to be honest.
Yeah, and then what do you call it? Basically, every time you throw it, it gets a little bit bigger as like he decrypts and unpacks the data.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're like, oh, there's only like 2 layers of encryption left, and you throw it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he scurries after it. At this point, it's like the size of a beach ball. It started off as like the size of like a golf ball, and it is now the size of a beach ball.
All right.
And it's basically made up of like it's like a rubber band ball almost, like just like a bunch of strands, and each of those strands is a form of encryption.
Okay.
And then at this point he runs over to it, and then this time he doesn't bring it back. This time he just actually starts like taking bites out of it and then slurping it up like it's spaghetti.
Uh-oh.
Little guy, no, get that out of your mouth.
Excuse me. We're gonna need that.
Yeah, sure. As you try to run up to him, it's already gone. He has consumed all of it.
Well, you know what? At least it's got the info.
Yeah, at that point it just kind of like lets out a belch, and then it just like climbs up onto like your shoulder.
All right.
And it looks like it's sleepy and it's falling asleep.
Oh. Can you share with me some info about your last meal?
It ignores you and it's just basically asleep.
It's
Look at the
out.
babu.
I mean,
Alright.
just out of curiosity, if you ate a fucking, a beach ball size amount of pasta, are you saying you wouldn't get tired after that? Like, huh? If you guys ate an entire beach ball of spaghetti, would you be
Spaghetti.
tired afterwards? Yes or no? Yeah. What? Hello? Hi.
I'd be dead.
Yeah. I'd be in the hospital.
Y'all are quitters.
It's true.
Okay, so yeah, it's just kind of asleep.
All right, so we have a hungry little guy.
What do you call it? By the way, Wisty, when the percentage bar stopped, it stopped changing and like rewriting itself. It's a pretty consistent like
Stabilized
feeling
out
right
now?
now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I guess we should tuck it in for now.
Yeah,
I should
that's
let
fair.
it rest.
Okay.
I think
I'm
so.
gonna-
I should.
I'm gonna
jack
leave
out
it
of there.
with a full data dump from my neural net.
And just make that into a nice little pile and put them on top.
So it can have access to whatever it wants from that and learn about the universe and culture and existence and being a military secret project. Fun stuff like that.
I mean, assuming that he doesn't already know about being a secret military project.
Yeah.
Okay, so,
And I'll jack out. Let's get out of here.
alright. You leave.
All right. Well, we have a fun little creature now, I guess.
How was it in there?
Pretty chill.
Yeah,
Is
the
it
only
nice
thing
to
you
be
really
around?
noticed was like it felt like there wasn't a lot going on, right? There wasn't like a temperature, there wasn't a moisture. It didn't feel like
Yeah.
like the only like you didn't even feel like a form of gravity. You just kind of felt like you just walked on the thing, like just kind of stuck to it in a weird way.
Subaru, it's going well. We're figuring out what our weird little sentient Tamagotchi thing discovered.
You
Mhm.
still haven't named it though.
I mean, we'll name it when it wakes up if it hasn't decided on it. It's got a lot of data today.
Yeah, it's having a nice big digest, you know. So
Yeah.
yes, you are now in the possession of this battery that you have duct taped an iPad to that has this creature in it.
Yeah, Kitsune, I already tried to eat it. It didn't end well. That was last
To be fair, you tried to drink it.
Yeah, it was liquid at that point.
Yeah. And that was not in cyberspace. That was in the real world. She tried to drink it.
Yeah.
I just imagine Nova doing like the whole soccer fish, eating it every day until you like it.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. Well, I'm reasonably content that this thing isn't a danger to us. Might be nice to keep around. What do you guys think?
Well,
I mean-
as long as it stays, as long as it isn't a threat, we can keep it.
Okay.
Suggest avoid feeding it tactical data.
Violet has put it to rest on a bed of tactical data.
A
It's
large
had a lot
amount
of tactical data.
tactical data and trauma.
Yeah, you know, the things that make a good human.
Yeah. Hey, it's all I know.
Yeah. Okay. So it's just kind of they're sleeping, and you know you've acquired a small, funny little creature.
Yeah, we'll have
We
to
should
bring
get it
it
up
along,
on
and it can hang out in the cockpit of one of our
They'll
mechs.
still need to name it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you guys can work on a name now while it looks like it's sleeping.
We should name it Sue because it's our little dust.
I mean, if you want to name it soon, that's fine. I mean, I don't know how he'll feel about that, but you know, we'll do it. That's fine.
I was
mean-
thinking Flux.
Oh, that's cute. That.
Since it was always shifting before.
Yeah. Athena, what do you think?
Athena
real
does
question
not have any opinion on this method.
You don't have an opinion on what you're gonna name your little guy? Are you gonna be one of those deadbeat dads who goes out for milk and never comes back?
I mean, Athena didn't name herself. Athena was just given a designation. So this is probably something difficult.
Fair enough.
Names must convey meaning. What is this unit's designation? What is its purpose?
You fucking have no idea what its purpose is.
No, that's what she's saying.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I doubt it has a purpose, Athena.
It seems to be a number muncher.
Well, it was eating all sorts of data, not just encrypted data. Alright. So is there anything else you guys want to do while you're on the station and while this little guy's sleeping?
Let's go get it a cyborg body.
know
you
about
know,
a cyborg body, but in all seriousness, what if he got like a tiny drone body for it?
Okay.
yeah. Well, I mean, all you need to do is slap some like little spider legs on the bottom, and it'll just scurry around, right?
So,
Okay, you two can do your shopping, and then I think we should do a time skip to our mission.
I agree.
Sounds like a plan.
Can I install it in the scout drone that my mech is equipped?
Yes, but it won't fit in the room.
Oh, you're right. The scout drone's big. I'm sorry.
It's the size of a truck.
We've been over this. My bad.
Scout drone equal tiny.
One of those little guys, right?
One
It's a
of the-
scout drone.
One
It's
of
a
those
small, tiny thing compared to your mech.
little boys. Yep.
I definitely already tried to fly it into a room.
You did. It's the
Yeah.
size of the room you tried to fly it into.
The best part is you try to fly it into a room, while your
Sneaky.
drone was in the hangar. So you want to basically drive it through the atrium, down several elevators, through several hallways, into this guy's room.
Seemed reasonable at the time.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you guys go out and you find some parts that you think you can jury rig to the battery to make it be able to walk.
All right.
Yeah, now I can turn itself around and look around.
I mean, it was already spinning in place.
Yeah, but now I can move a little bit.
Now I can climb up the wall.
Yeah.
All right, and I guess we'll just vibe until our contact gets in touch
Yeah.
with
It's still
us.
asleep when you get back. After a while, like, it doesn't wake up until literally the next day, and then it kind of goes back to what it was doing. And I'm assuming, do you guys put the little legs on it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it basically just scurries around the apartment. It's trying to plug itself into any data port it can find.
Are we gonna let it quench its thirst for knowledge? Athena, is this a good idea?
No. We should control the information it receives for now.
Okay.
Wow, fascist, but okay. Jeez. Okay, so yeah, it's just scurrying around doing stuff.
As learned from ancient human history, connecting an AI to the internet for 5 minutes results in a complete destruction of human race.
It's scurrying around, so sometimes it goes missing for a bit, and you guys, like, have a hard time finding it.
Oh my.
Have you tried
But,
looking under your bed?
But, it basically always comes back, and, it actually kind of, like, sleeps like a biological creature. You don't know why, though.
Alright.
You have no idea what it's doing. I mean, unless you guys want to plug into it. But then after that, yeah, we can just do a time skip.
Sounds good.
Alright, basically after 2 or 3 days of this, by the way, it looks like it's getting bigger. What do you call it? A little, like a little buzzer will go off at your front door. And, basically a package will slide in from, like, a little chute next to the door.
Alright, I unwrapped the package.
Okay, it appears to be, three like outfits, and what appears to be like a binder and a few other like bits and bobs and some ID cards.
Are the outfits more of like the subtle ones, like the trench coats in this area, or are they ones that people actually notice?
No, they are super subtle. They're like, basically, if you could be a literal black outline, this is what this would make you look like.
Okay. And no other instructions with it?
Well, there's a binder.
Okay, let's look at the binder. Is it full of women?
Unfortunately, no. It's not a binder of pretty ladies. I'm sorry.
Wow.
You cannot order any ladies from this binder. I'm really sorry.
Ancient political joke.
But
Poor Nova being overlooked by Niall trying to find somebody from a book.
yeah. So
You blame her.
I have to go to the bathroom. Do you guys want to take 5 right quick? We've been going for
Yeah,
like
it
an
was kind of
hour.
a good moment. To
Sure.
do
No,
so.
it's for me.
Take
I'll
a
probably
short
do the
break.
same.
Alright, I'm gonna go. I'll be back in like 5.
All right.
Okay. See
Bathroom
you in a minute.
break.
Kasune has the right idea.
It's true. I'm gonna run to the bathroom too, though. I'll be right back.
Yep. I'm gonna grab something to drink.
All
We
right,
aren't
I'm
live
back.
right now. Yeah, welcome back. We aren't live, right?
Yeah, you technically
Oh.
were.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm back.
Buys. You're not back. You're RB.
I'm gonna fucking destroy you.
Promises, promises.
Ayo. Yeah, you're right. I can't keep promises.
Ouch.
But yeah, Chad, I hope you like the new overlay.
I do. I think it looks great.
Just,
I'm
Oh, no, go ahead.
I'm a member of chat too, right?
Yes?
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
Alright, so just out of curiosity, is this what you guys were expecting to come out of the battery?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what
I
about
was
you?
expecting it maybe a little bit more bloodthirsty, but
I was expecting, probably fully developed, like consciously, but not like, you know, mentally, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like, I expected to be able to form full, complete sentences, but also not know what the fuck it's doing.
Yeah, it's a little bit lower on like the sentient scale than that.
Who did the art for the characters? They are edits of artwork that I found. Until we get to like game 15 or 20, I don't particularly feel like investing in art.
Wow.
I have a horrible curse that the moment I invest in art, a game collapses.
Hey gamers, I'm back.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
By the way, Violet, is this what you thought would come out of your battery?
I don't know.
Alright. Were you expecting it to be more horrifying and more like Alien?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, alright, so, the binder basically has a bunch of... The best way I can describe it is, like, glyph-style instructions that give you directions to certain places and stuff, but there's no, like, actual language. It looks like it's in some sort of code, but since Nell has downloaded the entire map of the station, she can cross-reference it, and she knows where to go, but she does not know exactly what the instructions say.
Uh-oh.
But you without a doubt can get to wherever this is.
Why don't we ask our little buddy what it...
I mean, is that what you want to do? You want to ask your little buddy?
Yeah, let's ask Flex what it...
Alright, I mean... It goes up to it and it starts flipping through the pages, and it does it really fast, and then it goes backwards, and it just kind of flips through them all a bunch. And then, just like... Even though it has no mouth, it tries to eat the book.
No! Oh, Nell, you left your be right back toggle.
Oh, thank you.
But after a while,
Oh, Dragon, thank you for the resub.
After a while, it kind of, like, has, like, maybe a rough idea of what's going on. Because I'm assuming you're prompting it and trying to get it to say, "Bitch, read this, please!"
Yeah.
And then, basically, a little tiny pen comes out of one of the robot legs, and it just starts scribing on the floor with the pen into the floor, like, directions.
Oh, we've trained it well. It's a little vandal.
Yeah, exactly. It reads like it was written by a baby, but it is more understandable than the code in the book. It basically boils down to they want you to break in to this laboratory and steal this specific device.
Do we know what the device?
You know that it is in a container and what the container looks like.
All right. Sounds like fun.
Yeah, and it says after you get it, you're going to go to a different hotel room. You're not even gonna go to a hotel room. You're gonna go to a storage locker and hide out there for a few days, and then you're going to deliver it to the client at a location that will be determined then.
Works for me.
All right.
Sounds okay.
I think before we do this, we need to upgrade our little friend so he can come along and help.
Oh, while you guys are getting dressed and like putting on your outfits, he scurries away for a little bit, and then he comes back out of like wherever he scurried from, covered with what I can only describe as the exoskeleton and guts of the other cleaning robots, just on him like a little outfit.
Uh-oh, I check our bill.
Yeah, that was my first thought.
Your money has not changed at all.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, God. Let's take him over to the hangar, too.
Yeah, so
not official mascot, so.
yeah, he's what do you call it? He's dressed up kind of like a cleaning service bot right now.
Tanner, thank you very much for the gifting the sub to Violet.
Oh my God.
Well, thank you, Tanner.
Tanner,
Like-
you're too sweet. What am I going to do with you?
He He looks like he kind of knows what's going on, but he doesn't really know how to articulate or communicate, but he can kind of look at what you guys are doing and then kind of just follow your lead. Okay, so what would you guys like to do now?
Well, first and
Does
foremost, let's get rid of the writing on the floor.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, you've noticed that ever since you adopted this little guy, none of the little robots are coming to fix stuff. You don't know why.
Well, now we know.
Well, now we know.
Yeah, it's not like he's just been in the walls hunting them in the middle of the night.
I'll just take my sword and I'll pop that floor panel out of the floor, and then we turn it in a dumpster somewhere.
Yeah, you know what? Okay, Violet, try to pop the floor panel out. Go ahead and give me the fucking thing.
All right, I make an attack roll. Hold on, I have to see what my bonus is. Hold on.
Your bonus is oh God, why?
You have no bonus for attack.
Yeah, I do. Come on.
Oh my God.
You're right. I don't. Thank you.
How much of the floor is written on?
About a 4 foot by 4 foot square.
It hovered on 18 and then tilted over to 2.
Basically, Violet more or less just ends up hacking up the floor more than the little guy did. And after seeing her do this for a little bit, he comes over there and starts like ripping up the floor too.
Yeah. Can I tell him to erase it?
I mean,
or burn over it, or obfuscate it in some way?
I mean, yeah, sure. How do you want to try to do that?
I don't know.
Because if you can't think of a way to show it to him, you're pretty sure that he won't know what you want.
Oh, okay.
No, Violet rolled a 20 and a 6 earlier tonight, Kitsune.
I did.
It doesn't change the fact that Kitsune has never seen her roll good.
Okay, fair enough. But yeah, yeah, so unless you can think of a way to tell him to clean it up, he's just gonna keep ripping up the floor.
I'll take my sword and I'll just scratch out one of the words with the tip of it, and then I'll point at the rest of it and say, send it.
Oh, since it seems to be eating the cleaning bots, if we take it with us, the cleaning bot should have a chance to go in here and fix the issues in the room.
Yeah, unless he's exterminated the entire population.
There's
We could
probably a
also
lot of
just
that.
burn the hotel down.
Violet, when he sees what you're doing, basically lifts up one of his little legs, and a little laser beam starts firing out, and he just starts melting the words on the floor.
For me, I guess we won't have to burn the hotel down and kill 10 innocent people.
Yeah, sure.
Who installed that?
Oh, you don't know where any of this stuff came from. Like, it should not be able to do any of what it's doing.
It probably came from one of the cleaning bots.
Yeah, you don't know what this little guy's been eating. Okay,
Athena, I know you were downloading the maps of the area earlier. Do you have any, like, floor plan or layout info on this facility we need to get into?
The facility is actually not on any of the official floor plans or schematics, just it's kind of a big blank area. You found several of those.
Get in there.
But the binder you guys got does have like a full map of like the inside and like what left to take and what right to take.
Okay. I'll scan, download it, extrapolate it, and combine it with the original map that I have.
Sure.
All right, excellent. I now have our path and plan of action.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think we should get a move on then before our whatever employer we have right now gets upset with us.
Yeah, let's get in there.
implying they're
Sooner-
not currently upset with you.
The sooner the
They're
plan
also-
gets the sooner the plan is underway, the sooner the plan will be done.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So the thing I was gonna say though is, the instructions were like, use vent keycard inside. Because you know, like the little guy doesn't really understand syntax or like wordy language. Oh, you call it. You notice, Nova. You notice that there's like, or not Nova. Athena. You notice that there's 3 egress points basically lit up on the thing. One of which being the front door, and then like a ventilation thing, and then also a power conduit. So, what do you guys? So, you guys go to the general area of the laboratory, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll head that
Also,
way.
what are the outfits that they sent us? I may have. Sorry.
They're very like plain, like sort of like covering shawls, but they look fancy, but not like royalty fancy. They look like government employee scientist fancy.
Oh,
They match your
so they-
IDs.
Did you just ask me if your clothes match your IDs?
Like, does like the role of these clothes match the IDs that we were given with the package?
Theoretically, I mean, it looks like it says some sort of long bloated way of saying science dude on it. Like it's 12 words that basically talks about science.
all right.
You think it's basically a science thing. I mean, if you
Thank you,
wanna
thank you
hang
very
out and see if anyone comes in or out of the thing to see what they're wearing, you can do that.
Hey, yo, is that a ring?
Mm-hmm. Welcome, readers. We're playing Lancer right now, tabletop RPG. My character is Athena, which is on the far left. My name is Nell. I'm the host. Joining me is Wisty, who is playing Nako.
Hello.
She is the center right person on the sheet. Also, we have Violet, who is playing Nova.
Hello.
And last but not least is our storyteller and dungeon master, RB Man.
I'm playing How Do I Keep This Fucking Train on the Rails?
You say that like that's not the storyteller's job in every tabletop game.
I know, but this campaign's a little cursed. It's been filled with a bunch of good ideas, including drinking a weird liquid metal, which has now spawned this little creature as a like data construct. So
That's right.
They now
Nobody's
have
filled with good ideas.
yeah, they're now 3 ladies and a baby. All right, so what do you guys want to do? There are like those egress points I was talking about, and then of course you could always do stupid shit if you guys want to do stupid shit.
All right.
Let's surveil the building for a little bit and see what the people going in and out look like and what they're doing.
Yeah, the guys going in and out appear to be wearing similar outfits to you, but like with different color markings on the shoulders. Like there's a few different color markings. You think it's like maybe like rank or like lab or something, you know?
Okay.
So I just want to make sure I understand when you say these egress points. I don't understand what that term means.
They're basically like ways to get in.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I'd like to take this opportunity to assess whether my team can actually stealthily enter.
fucking you need an answer to that question? Seriously?
I mean, we certainly could.
I mean, do they have the capability to do this professionally and not make a giant mess out of it? Technically, yes. Will they? Fucking only God knows, and even he's unsure about it.
Did we get a fourth? We have to get a fourth uniform that we can put Bucks in.
All right. I have a potential plan.
Dennis just gonna ignore that.
We'll hear. Let's hear it then, Athena.
We need to get in and get this item and get out. Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
There are 3 points of entry. We can either go in the front.
Well,
we can go-
those are 3 points of entry listed on your guys' instructions. There are many ways to crack an egg.
We could go in through the front. We could go in through the ventilation, or I'm assuming the other one which you said was power was basically shut off the power to basically blind everything.
It's a power conduit that is like just big enough for like a human to basically crawl through.
And how big are the air vents?
Big enough to crawl comfortably.
All right.
I
But you
vote for
also-
control.
Yeah, but you also don't know like what's where. Yeah, you don't know what's in either of them because basically the maps look like they're built off of like someone going inside them and basically scribbling it on their hand and hoping for the best.
Checks out.
What if we had Nova, Nile, and the Flux go in through the air vent, and I'll go in through the power conduit. Or Nile and Flux go in through the air vent, I go through the power conduit, and Nova attempts to go in through the front.
Just call her just say that you want her to be a distraction. Like, come on.
I'll do it.
This
Oh
way,
my
if
God.
there's any potential issues, Nova will be the one to catch the attention.
Yeah, sure.
So you want me to go in there and fight everyone in the station? I'll do it.
No. We want you to actually try to get in normally, so that way you can get in without causing issues. But
I go to the
you-
hangar and I
You
get my knife
seriously
and pad
think
on
that
it.
she has the ability to get in while not causing issues? What has
No,
led
but
you
at
to
the same
this
token,
opinion?
I've already seen what happens when she tries to go through vents.
Oh god, you're right.
True, yes.
Oh god. Okay, I'll go in the front door. Let's do it.
I mean, it might be better this time. You don't know.
Alright.
Like-
I still think we should stick to one person per route. 3 avenues
Yeah,
of
sure.
success.
Seems fine.
Okay.
So why don't you pick whichever routes you want to go, and I'll take the last.
Yeah, that's fine. All right. Just out of curiosity, what are any sort of like weapons or armor stuff you guys are bringing with you?
Remember, my
how
weapons are
easy
all
is it to
integrated.
Smuggle with it. Like, how bulky is our outfits?
Your outfits are enough that it will cover like some like light body armor, but nothing powered. Like no like mech suit. Like no like powered suits, but like a light hard suit.
Yeah. Yeah, I have an assault hard suit, so that would work. But
Yeah, basically anything that is more than just clothing. That.
okay. I'd be more
I'm
focused
gonna-
on finding a dragon assault rifle along with me.
All right. Perfect.
I'm gonna assume that by going in the front, I'll be subjected to rigorous scans and/or searches.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna wear the issued uniform. I'll procure anything I need on site.
Sure, no problem. All right. So All right.
Alright, so Niall, which path are you taking? Air vent or power deck then?
I will take the air vent. I don't really know if how heavy you are will work well with the air vents.
Okay, I'll take the power deck. And you take Flux with you.
Okay, I can take Flex with me.
All right then.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, we're gonna do this like a kind of Ocean's 11 style. So we're gonna smash cut between all of what you guys are doing. So who wishes to go first? By the way, I just want to say I really appreciate that you guys all came to the consensus to split the party.
100%.
Normally that's my idea, and everyone ridicules me for it. So
Oh, I was going to ridicule you for it, but I was hoping that if I didn't say anything, it might happen, which would lead to some stuff happening.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, it's gonna be pure chaos. We're totally down for this.
Hey,
I'm
Commander believes in
I'm
me.
gonna be 100% honest right now. Out of character, I did it to throw Nova under the bus.
Oh my god.
You know what? But based on what's happened in like the past like week, that sounds reasonable to me.
I love you guys.
I know, we love you
too. If I know anything about TTRPGs, then splitting the party is always a good idea.
It is.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good idea if the DM's prepared for it.
Yeah.
Which I basically assumed Violet would assault this place by herself, so I planned for that.
Oh, I fucking would.
I know you. I basically I thought, what is the dumbest possible way Violet could handle this situation as a joke? And then I have planned for that, and so far I have not needed to plan for anything else aside from that.
I like the fact that I was like, I planned to throw Violet under the bus. It turns out that was what Arby was on.
To be honest, I expected her to walk in the front door wearing an assault hard suit and like with a fucking minigun.
The thought crossed my mind.
Fucking, I know
Definitely
that thought
crossed
crossed
mine
your
too.
mind.
RB, do you want to know what my first thought was when you said, how do you want to handle this?
Was it Kool-Aid Man through the wall?
Look at where the thing is on the map, go get my mech, crash through the wall, grab the thing, and fly away. So yes, literally Kool-Aid Man through the wall.
You want to crash your multiple meters tall mech into a 3-meter max tall, like, fucking floor on a space station. So you'd have to crash through the outer space station shell, however deep into this, to then get it. You know.
Hey, it
Just
was
use your
creative
drone.
diversion.
Use your
We
drone.
need to teach Violet what a sense of scale is. Like,
I'm just gonna put my hand in there.
it's at the center of the station. It's not near the edge.
Oh my god.
Like
Alright,
what,
well,
are you just gonna rocket punch your way through the entire station?
no, I decided on a better idea, and since no one else volunteered, I'm gonna head in first.
Okay. You walk up to the door. It appears as though there's a thing on the door where you might want to scan your key card.
I slap it down.
Okay, it's on the wall, but sure, you just slap across it. Why not?
Yeah, I
And-
throw it on my face.
Yeah. The door opens and you're in what appears to be like some sort of entry and like security area. Literally, nobody is looking at you or cares what the fuck you're doing.
Excellent.
You
Having
know what?
committed the best to memory.
Commit to the bit and actually go.
I know you said committed to the map to memory, but I really just wanted to assume that you said committed the bit to memory.
So I duck and roll.
No!
Like, do you-
No!
Do you actually?
No, oh my god.
You realize with you, I have to ask.
I do.
Commit to the role and actually go. Let's watch Nova actually be the only successful person of this mission.
I want to see what Violet does, and then we'll get to some other people.
Alright, so I'm gonna assume that I have a badge that gets me clearance to the required area, so I'm just gonna walk in like I own the place and head straight for it.
Yeah, you get through the first security door with no issue,
Sweet.
and it's gonna take you a while to like navigate yourself around, because all of these hallways look exactly the same, and it's really easy to get disoriented. You feel like kind of like weird in this room, like.
I want to look around for like a data pad or a terminal or something then.
Oh, there's nothing. It's just literally white hallways with doors on it.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Like there's absolutely zero markings or anything, but you feel kind of like weird in here. Like you feel like you're ill.
I want to check a door.
Okay, you just go up to a random door and swipe your key card?
Hell yeah, you said there's doors and going in.
Nothing happens.
Damn.
All right, let's go next. Who wishes to go next? Nell or fucking Wisty?
I spend my time off screen delving deeper into the sea of doors.
All right, Wisty, let's roll for it.
I mean,
Lois-
you
Lois
keep
goes
swiping
first.
at the doors. None of them have worked.
Okay,
What is this? What's going on?
All right, I guess it's me next.
oh, they roll.
Okay, the power conduit appears to be in some sort of like maintenance dock that the book recommended you could get into through a door. So, do you want to get to that door, or you can also get into this power conduit from outside the station?
It said the book recommended getting in from the door, though. I'm assuming that means there's probably something in between here and the outside of the station. That would
I mean,
prevent-
theoretically, unless it's just a hard vacuum on the other side of this door.
I mean, it's not like that's the worst thing that can happen. All
For you,
right.
yeah.
All right, let's try it. Let's try it
All right.
from outside. Worst to worst, I lose a few minutes and I go back around.
All right. What do you call it? You swipe the key card. It doesn't look like it works at first, but then it kind of just like, the best way I can put it is like colors like explode, like it's basically imagine an RGB firework happening inside the wall, and then it opens up,
Alright.
and there's like a little area, and then there's another door.
Okay. I walk forward.
Sure. The door closes behind you, and after it closes behind you, you hear what sounds like vacuums, and then the door opens, and you can tell this is just the hard vacuum of space you've walked into.
Shrug. Continue on.
Sure, no problem.
Okay, I go to the door on the other side and I open it.
No, the door opened for you.
Okay. Well, I go through.
And this appears to be like several power conduits, like several just like large tubes that have basically all sorts of stuff running through them, and then there is an area that looks like it's meant for a specific size of drone to like slide through on like rails.
Okay.
And so you have a rough idea which one is the correct one, but you're not sure if the little guy's thing was right, because he seemed to look really confused when he was writing this, and he scratched out a couple ones and rewrote the correct one.
All right.
But you're pretty sure it's. Do you want to do anything to try to figure out which one it is?
Based off of my scans of the documentation and the of Flux's approximate idea, I'd like to do a investigate between the two.
Yeah, sure, go for it. What'd you get?
14.
You realize that the place you're going has a specific type of like voltage and power requirements, along with a few other things, and you're able to find the right tube.
All right.
And it looks like Flux had it wrong, but it also once you go down it a little bit further, it looks like the two merge.
Okay. So I keep
Alright.
moving along.
All right, you're crawling. All right, Nova, it's up to you and Flux. What would you like to do?
You mean- No.
Yeah, I would actually in this situation be trying to follow Flux through the vents, since they seem to have an idea where to go. If they're
sure.
all cooperative.
Oh yeah, he's basically just like do do do, and then he just like wanders off to start doing stuff. He brings you to a door which you're definitely sure was the wrong door. And then he jumps on like the panel and basically like jabs his arm through the wall, and then you see a bunch of like colors happening in the wall, and he takes his arm out and the door opens.
He's such a good boy.
Efficient.
Yeah. And then he climbs up the wall to what appears to be a vent, and he pulls out his little laser, cuts the vent open, and crawls in.
Okay, I follow.
He's got the high ground.
Sure, no problem. This vent is like movie style vent, where it's like it's big enough for you to crawl through, but it is not comfy.
Yeah, that's what I kind of figured.
And he's kind of wandering around. You notice him go like basically go forward, go right, then like do a little spin around and then turn around and then go back left. But usually he'll make like a little like beepy squeaky sound when he wants you to follow him.
Okay. Gonna keep following. Anytime I get a point to look outside of one of the vents, I will, just to try and keep some, just to see if I get any closer.
Yeah, you can look through the vents, but you really don't see much. You just see white hallways.
Okay. Then I'll
And
continue
then,
following.
Yeah. You also, what do you call it? Also, once you get like sort of like into the thing a little bit, you start feeling like weird, like you're sick, like you're about like, oh man, dude, I should not have had those chicken tacos before we started.
Ooh. Is it a feeling of nausea I felt before, or is it a different feeling of nausea?
No, it feels weird because it's like nausea with while also feeling like dizzy and your head's like a little loopy.
Okay. Well, I'm already in an enclosed space following a small little unknown AI, so we continue the path.
Sure, no problem. Violet, are you still just trying random doors, or do you want to try the path that Flux gave you?
No, I was trying to say I wanted to try the path and give up on the door.
Alright,
Sorry. Clear.
No, you're good. Do me a favor and roll me a d20 with one difficulty.
Hmm?
So d20 minus a d6, Violet, please.
I'm on it. Bruh.
-2 is a roll. I can't say -2 is not a number. You get incredibly turned around, and you notice when you go some ways you feel sicker, and then when you go other ways you start feeling better, and you're pretty sure that you've gone around in a circle, but you literally cannot tell in this white abyss of nothingness.
I'm gonna head for the sink.
Okay, sure, no problem. You're just gonna walk the direction that makes you feel more physically ill.
Absolutely.
Okay, no problemo.
Okay, I felt fine outside, and I need to get deeper into this bitch, so...
Yeah, okay, Nell, you are successfully crawling through the conduit until eventually you get to what appears to be a hard stop and just like a solid block. What would you like to do?
Is this on my approximate map?
Nope.
What's the map saying? I should be able to just walk through this?
Yes.
Maybe do a quick search around, see if there's an access port or something to see if it's like a doorway or something I can force open.
You don't see one, but as you look closer, you think it has some way to move. Also, the other side is definitely hollow. Because there's a temperature variance. Like this is like the other side of this is not hard vacuum.
Okay, if the other side is not hard vacuum, is there a spot behind me that I can close the door so I can try to fill this spot with air so I can proceed in?
Not that you really notice.
Well, because if I cut this open, it's gonna start. It's gonna start venting air, and that's gonna cause someone to notice.
Maybe. Who knows?
Hey, sorry, I think I Discord you up.
That's alright.
I want to search to see if I can find a way to open it.
Yeah, sure. You don't find a way. Eventually, you go back and hit a Y intersection that you didn't take before.
Uh-huh.
So that one has the high voltage lines, and the one that you were just following had the chemical lines.
Okay.
So, which one? So do you want to go down the other one?
Yeah, let's try the other one.
Yeah, sure. You keep going down it. And it ends up connecting to a tunnel, and it looks like there is like that same sort of like area you saw before where it moves, but it doesn't look like there's a thing in there. It looks almost like the other side of this would be like it looks like a wall would basically move in or something like that. But what do you call it? When you go down the pipe, you can tell that this is definitely the wrong direction and will not take you the correct way.
Okay, go back to the original spot, and I guess I'll cut it open.
Okay, sure. Yeah, okay, so as you're cutting it open... Excuse me, my eyes. Okay. You notice the tube that you're in basically moves down. Like it curves downwards to a different opening you can keep going through while you're cutting.
Okay.
Would you like to go down this new tube?
Sure.
Okay, no problem. And you're crawling down the new tube. Alright, Wisty,
Yes.
Flux is kind of, you're not sure if he knows where he's going. He's just kind of like wandering around, and then like occasionally he'll just like find stuff like, like he brought you what appears to be some sort of like little dragonfly drone.
Maybe you can integrate flying with these sort of things.
I mean, it is literally a 1/100th of his body mass, but sure.
Enough of them.
So add 100 wings, right? We're just going back to the dawn of aviation. More wings, more better.
Yes.
Okay, so you kind of feel like he's not really going anywhere, doing anything, like he's lost sort of direction, but the map you have, it seems like he's led you about halfway through, and you're feeling, like, way not good.
Okay. So, cross-referencing the map and the direction I've taken, I'm going to continue forward. But definitely not happy about feeling upset. I pop an antacid.
Yeah, sure.
Tum-tum-tum-tums.
We got small medical kits, presumably, so...
Yeah. Eventually you come across what appears to be a wall of solid light that, if you put anything into it, will be instantly disintegrated.
See, we've reached the end of this tunnel. Was there a panel or a panel recently?
Oh yeah, there's vents all over that lead into just the generic hallway.
Okay.
But
I guess
without basically the map you guys got though was only direct paths, so you don't know how this exactly intersects with anything else.
All right. I guess we'll take our way out of one of the hatches that seems to be the convenient closest to where we need to go, and continue on foot after calling Flux back.
Yeah, he comes scurrying back, and this time you don't know what he has, but it appears to just be a glob of something.
Oh.
What have you got there?
What have you got? We're gonna go investigate the glob.
Yeah, you have no idea what it is, but it is definitely some gross organic matter. You don't know where he got it from. You don't know what it is. You can take it with you if you want.
If
Eat
they're
it.
gonna carry it, then they get to keep it. So
Yeah, all right.
they caught it. They keep it. That's their kill.
Yeah, you keep what you kill.
Yep.
Okay, so, yeah, I'm assuming you're just gonna try to find the right way.
Yes.
Alright, Flex is kind of just wandering around. He seems to be going what you think is approximately the correct way, but with these hallways you're not sure, but he seems to be taking you closer to where you feel sicker.
Okay. Then yeah, we'll continue down that path, and maybe we'll run into a Nova along the way.
Nell, after you've been crawling for a few minutes, you kind of hear the tube behind you just kind of move back up, and then after like about 30 seconds, the tube that you're in becomes repressurized.
Excellent.
Yeah, so there's that. Alright, so Violet, what do you want to do? Are you still trying to follow the map?
Yeah, as long as it seems like that's working out. What I would like to do is attempt to kind of social engineer this a little bit. I want to look around and see if there's any other people moving around in here and like what kind of rank / position insignia they have and where they're going and what they're doing.
You have not seen another person since getting past the entrance.
Oh damn. Okay.
You haven't even seen any of the little drones wandering about.
It's not good.
Maybe not.
Does it seem like I'm still on course according to my knowledge of the layout?
So you rolled in -2, and you said you weren't following the map anymore, you're just walking towards the sickening feeling.
That's true. So we're that.
If you would like to continue walking towards the sickening feeling, you are more than welcome to do that.
Get up, come on, get down with the sickness.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. Do I see anything of note? Like, am I still just gonna
So
following?
for the first time, you've come to a dead end with a door at the end.
Does my badge get me in?
Oh yeah, it opens right up.
All right, what's in there?
It appears to be like a giant manufacturing space, like just machines running around, like complete automation, like a factory building a bunch of stuff. You're not sure what, but it is a place where you would lose a finger if you were not careful. It's basically like, imagine that you are a 1800s child inside a piece of heavy equipment. That is what it is like.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So I took this survival skill when I re-leveled up for the.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna make a survive check to persevere through this harsh, hostile, or unforgiving environment.
Yeah, sure.
And I also want to keep my eye out for any kind of tools or improvised weapons I can procure while I'm going through here.
Sure.
All right. Any modifiers on the roll from your end?
Nope.
Oh damn. Let's go.
Nice.
You basically, have you ever seen Galaxy Quest?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you know the part where they figure out the exact timing of like the giant plates smashing into each other?
Yeah.
That's you right now. So you like know the exact timing of everything, and you're just like able to crawl through it like a little like rat monkey.
Nice. Do I find any goodies?
What do you call it? You've tried to take 2 different things off the assembly lines, and as soon as you do, the robot arm has whipped out, grabbed it from you, and put it back. You haven't really found much, but you found what appears to be maybe some sort of wrench.
Works for me.
It's got like a round ball on one end, and on the other end, it's just got like a C.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's an open.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So it goes in the tire hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go back to Nell. Nell, as you are crawling through the tube, you eventually start hearing the unmistakable sound of industry. As you keep crawling forward, eventually you drop into what appears to be a giant manufacturing area full of many conveyor belts and deadly robots. Just kind of doing their own thing.
Okay.
It appears as though this one is manufacturing pre-made TV dinners.
All right. Where's the objective based off of my current location?
You have no idea because the path that it gave you had you ending up in a hallway, not in a giant manufacturing space.
We're here to steal the recipe for the newest Hungry Man dinner formula.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. But your sensors start to pick up a weird, like, sort of electromagnetic signal coming from a direction.
Okay.
That's oscillating in a weird way.
I'm gonna make my way towards that.
Okay, sure, no problem. Do you attempt to do this quickly, or do you attempt to do this without getting smashed like a bug?
Attempt to do this without getting smashed.
Speed run.
Yeah, you're able to like quite easily just kind of wander your way through there. Okay, Wisty, what would you like to do? You are currently in a hallway.
We're gonna walk down the hallways.
You're just gonna keep following it until you feel worse and worse.
Yes.
Okay. At a certain point, you reach a dead end with a door on it.
Yep. Okay, we check the door.
All right, you open the door, and it opens up, and it appears to be basically a place that is rapid 3D printing and assembling new organs.
Oh.
Oh no, now we know what the TV dinners are made of.
Ooh, interesting. Well, that might be why we're starting to feel sick. I guess I will, try looking around the, I don't know, warehouse.
Yeah, it's kind of like a slaughterhouse, but in reverse. When you get to the end, when you get to the end, there appears to be a fully assembled cow.
Oh god.
I guess that might be what we were eating here, was this, reintegrated meat. It must be made out of maybe other organic material here.
Who knows?
Any chance there's a manager's office? Or...
No, it is literally just, as far as you can see in every direction, just factory. Just factory.
Yikes.
Oh yeah.
What
Kitsune
is
wants you
Flux
to eat
doing?
the cow. Do you want to eat the artificial cow?
I do not eat the artificial cow. I'm sorry, Kitsune.
Touch the cow. Do it now.
Touch the cow.
Dude, I would touch that cow.
Okay,
I
we
know
will
the one
touch
you're
the cow. We all know the cow.
You touch it. It feels like it is dead and has no soul, but it is walking forward onto a conveyor belt.
So I can't sense any sort of like normal.
No, it
soul
doesn't
to
even. It doesn't even feel like it's a robot. It feels like it is a steak dinner that is walking.
So it's already meat. Okay. Welcome to the club, cow. Oh my god.
Soulless cow.
Well, I'm going to check in with Flux and see where they are.
Oh, he's crawling along the ceiling.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you just follow him for a bit, he keeps leading you to where you feel like sicker, and you get down to just the more basic components of the cow, like until you get down to what appears to be like the starting point of the cow assembly line, and then on the other side of the start of the cow assembly line appears to be a cow being disassembled.
All right. I guess we'll continue down the disassembly line.
Dream is dying.
Mm-hmm. As you continue down that line, there's a more and more assembled cow.
Okay. Does it loop around?
Maybe.
Okay.
It appears to be exiting from a container, the container moves away, and a new container comes in. And those were the same containers that the other cows were getting in at the other end.
Okay, so same kind of markings and stuff. Well, this is obviously how the station is feeding itself. Is this cow resurrection device?
Cow resurrection? No. They're starting with a cow on the end, disassembling it, and then when we get to the other side, they are reassembling the cow.
Is the cows? Do I feel the cows in the container, like on this side?
You feel something, but like not a lot. Like
There wouldn't be much from.
yeah, almost like they're like. Well, no, it feels like they're brain dead.
Oh, great.
Concern.
And during this entire time, I have not seen anything that looks like a door or any other person, or...
No, it's just kind of more conveyor belts, but you notice Flux jumps on top of one of the containers and he tries to like get you to join him.
We're gonna... that seems like an okay decision right now, rather than dealing with these cows, so... this is a little terrifying bit. So we will... Does it feel like the containers are going to go outside the spaceship at all, or... I can't tell.
No, you don't. You know that right now you are literally in the like center of the century part of the space station.
Okay.
There is not hard vacuum within 2 miles in each direction, at least.
Okay, then we'll go on top of the cargo container as well, following Flux.
Hop on the conveyor belt, reassemble yourself into a cow. Wow, that's rude!
Oh no!
Oh god.
Become cow.
Yeah, become cow, touch it now. Yeah, okay, so you're just riding on the container for a little bit. Violet, what would you like to do?
I mean, am I still just traversing this factory thing?
Yes, you are. You see a like a what do you call it? You see what appears to be like a couple like doors in the floor, but you're just like you're kind of wandering around a little bit lost, just kind of trying to follow that sick feeling.
Oh, am I still feeling sick in the warehouse?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
you're feeling sicker than ever. And as you're riding on the canister, you're feeling sicker as it goes forward. So, Violet, what would you like to do? You basically feel like you are completely lost. You're just like, you're groggy, you're just like, you feel like you are underwater. You feel like your head is just completely disoriented.
Looking around, there's no signs of life. There's no like terminals or data pads or
Correct. It looks like this is a line that is meant to be. It looks like all of this is equipment that is meant to be serviced by drones, and a real person is never supposed to be here. You do at some point. You're not quite sure. You feel like you hallucinate, but you just hear a faint moo in the distance.
Oh god.
Oh no. It's the secret cow level.
But yeah, you notice that there's a bunch of like doors on the floor. Like they're at very fixed intervals.
Let's check one.
Right, you walk up to them. As you get closer, a little port opens up and pops out with a little like rounded indentation.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what would you like to do?
I'll stick my finger in it.
I appreciate you so much, Violet. Thank you. Sticking your finger in it does nothing.
God damn it.
You should be saying, "ORD, thanks for not removing my finger. I appreciate that."
I got the round end of my tool in there.
Ayo. Yeah, you put it in and it seems to like just kind of slurp in and lock into place. And then it turns towards you and the C part appears to be some sort of scanner and like a screen pops up above the thing.
I will present my badge.
Okay. The tool drops down into the floor and then the floor basically lifts up, and you can see there is another one of those white hallways underneath you.
In we go.
All right, you get in. What do you call it? Once you drop down, the ceiling basically drops back down and ejects your tool.
I grab it.
Yep. Sure. You want to just keep heading towards the sickness feeling?
Yep, do it.
Okay, Wisty, what would you like to do?
Where is the cargo container seeming to be going?
It seems to just kind of be going in nowhere. What do you call it? Flux jumps off though and kind of like just scurries around a little bit and like points to what appears to be like the first wall you've seen in a while. It appears to be like a support pillar, and he like points to it. He's like trying to get you to follow him.
Okay, I will carefully get down from the box, and we will follow after Flux here. I'm gonna be a bit more cautious at this point.
Yeah, sure, no problem. He runs up to the pillar. There's a vent on it. He cuts out the vent, just scurries on inside.
Okay, we're on a mad robot chase right now, so that's what we'll continue doing. Until we reach something that seems to be where we need to be.
Sure. Nell, are you there?
Yep.
Alright, what would you like to do? You are now in you're basically in a factory.
And you said I was heading to something that my scanners were picking up?
Yeah, weird electromagnetic signal.
I'm heading towards that.
Alright, as you get closer to it, you realize that it's above you, and you don't really know how to get, like, uppies to get up to, like, the floor above you, because it's definitely, like, at least 20 feet above you.
Is the wall metallic?
I mean, the ceiling's metallic, there's no walls, though. You can faintly make out, like, a support column in the distance. But it is, like, it is just, like, open machinery everywhere.
Is there a piece of machinery that gets close to the ceiling?
Oh, several.
Are they metallic?
Yes.
Cool. I direct you to my character sheet. I have magnetic feet.
That's great. You could also just climb on top of them.
That's what I mean. Like I can walk, I can climb on top.
Oh,
and then
okay.
I can stick to the ceiling, get to the spot where I'm detecting it, and then look for a way in.
Oh, okay. I see. You want to do it with swagger. I understand now.
Gotta do it with style, man.
Okay, yeah, you easily do that, and you're just you're a little bit slower walking on the ceiling because you're fighting against the artificial gravity, and you know, you've got all of that extra armor padding in your caboose. Okay, but yeah, you just keep walking for a bit, and after a while, you get to what appears to be like a hatch in the ceiling, and you notice a little port that doesn't appear to be opening up.
Okay. Can I force the port open?
I mean, how would you like to do that?
Well, you say it's a port. Like, is it like an access port? Is it a card port?
It's kind of like a little covered thing. Basically, it's like 4 little, like, quarter-sized pizza slices that looks like there's something behind it that they'd fold open.
I'll try to force it open.
Yeah, sure. It's sheet metal, and you're a death grip lady. So you rip it open, and it's a little area there. You can't really see anything on the other side, but while you're feeling around in there, you feel something that feels like a locking lug.
Cool. I attempt to open it.
Oh yeah, you do. The floor basically falls out, swings wide, and it appears to be above you. There appears to be like a bright white hallway filled with a bunch of doors.
All right, up we'll go. That's the hallway then.
Mm-hmm. Once you get a little bit away from the hatch, it slams shut behind you.
Okay. Alright, so reassessing location based off of the map now that I'm back in the hallway that I need to be in.
Oh, you like have very little reference to where you are because you got moved around so much and then you just followed an electromagnetic signal. Like, you could try to cross-reference your theoretical position on the station with the map, but like the station internal tracking appears to not be functioning in this specific big box area.
Alright, well, based off of my trajectory and travel, would I be able to approximate where my location is?
Yes.
Excellent. Alright.
You definitely think you're heading in the correct direction, and in terms of distance, you feel like you're maybe halfway there, but you're not 100% sure.
Alright. Then I will continue heading in the appropriate direction as far as I am aware.
Sure, no problem.
Hey, look at this! None of us have screwed up so far!
Yay!
Well, I mean, none of you tried to
Yeah.
do some sort of fucking gremlin attack. Oh, wait. No, okay, yeah, no one's tried to do a gremlin attack yet. Alright, how long
I'm
have we
still
been
at
doing this
Tuesday
for?
night. I would call my mech right now if I could.
We've been probably going, like, doing this part for probably about 20 minutes now.
Well, no, I mean just in general for tonight.
Oh. 2.5. 2:43 technically.
Okay.
I mean, I have about like 20, 25 more minutes that I'm available if you guys
Yeah.
want to do that.
I wanted to actually know if you guys just wanted to break now, because like my eyes are bugging me and I want to go take a shower.
Alright.
Oh, that's
Oh, we
fair.
can.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're the
I-
GM. We
I mean,
can't do that.
I just think this is a nice place to stop because I now have you all on the same floor, heading in
Okay.
approximately the same direction.
We're all trapped in cow hell.
Yeah.
Moo.
Yeah.
Moo.
With a babu.
Yeah. Yeah, you just the faint moos in the distance.
God.
Alright, well, in that case then, I know a certain
Yeah,
person who
oh.
is currently doing an extra live stream, so why don't we go ahead and rate him? Alright, so, thank you very much for watching, everybody. For those of you who are checking it out on YouTube, come check us out live whenever we do play. You can always keep an eye on my Twitter to find out the times. But with that being said, we are going to raid Coffee Ninja Ryu, and he is playing for Extra Life. Thank you very much for joining us, everybody, and you guys have yourselves a wonderful evening.
Good night, Kitsune. Thanks for hanging out.
Don't worry, the cows will be back.
Is
The
that
cows will return.